sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Portland Riverhawks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nugent. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Nugent. That's complete to Mooney. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Kerryon Johnson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Riverhogs nothing.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Scott on the screen. This is Eckler. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Another run, this time McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Bears 7, Riverhogs nothing.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Off-play action. Scott. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Nugent. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Number 22.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Scott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. That's out to the left and complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
It sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Nugent. The man is Komet, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And a Bears first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Off-play action. Nugent. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Riverhogs 7. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Scott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Scott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Full left side taken in by Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Bears first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Nugent. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Operating from the gun, Scott flushed out right, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Kittle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Scott. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Cooper Kupp, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Scott. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Now the incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the Hail Mary. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Scott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14.
Set to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Nugent sliding out of the pocket. They'll try and run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st down, Nugent. And he'll find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Chicago.
This is Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Nugent. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Bears first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nugent. He gets it left side of Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Nugent. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have broken the tie. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bears 21, Riverhogs 14.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Scott. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over.
44-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Looking to throw on second down. Nugent. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So first and 10 now from the 30. Johnson on the counter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
To throw on third down, Nugent. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. A gain of 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Scott. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 3.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
And 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
3rd and 4.
He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bears, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this might wind...